Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are playing with some new makeup. I have some new products here from Hermes, Guerlain, Dior, the beautiful blue eyeshadow palette here. We're going to create a new look with this here, and I have some other products as well. So that is today's video. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So here is a swatch of the palette here. This is the Dior Eden-Roc palette. This is from their summer release. So I'm going to create something, I think blue, but not too intense. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. My extra gene often kicks in, but I think mixing this with this here and something a little bit lighter. I don't want to go too dark today, but we'll see what I actually create. So do you wake up with songs in your head? I swear I wake up in the morning with music, and today I woke up with the Star Spangled Banner stuck in my head. I'm not even American. I don't know why it's stuck in my head, but it is. So we're going to go into this palette here, and I'm going into the center shade here with a big fluffy brush. All the brushes that I'm using, all the products mentioned are always listed in the description box. Sometimes I forget one product, but usually it's all listed there. So go have a look, and then if I missed something, let me know in the comments. But yes, let me know as well also if you wake up with songs in your head, like as soon as you wake up, like, you know, those first few seconds you are starting to become conscious again. There's almost always a song there, some sort of music. And today it is the Star Spangled Banner. Isn't that notoriously a really difficult song to sing and to perform? I'm not a singer. I have no musical talent or ability, but I've just heard that technically it's a song that's really difficult to sing. So I would love to know if that's actually true, because I'm certain that there are people in the audience who are singers and who wouldn't know that. I remember once someone asked me if I could wake up one morning with the ability to play an instrument, which instrument it would be, and I said no, I would sing. Like, if I could just wake up tomorrow, like snap my fingers and be excellent at piano or guitar or flute or whatever, I would choose singing. I just think that like a voice is an instrument, so I would choose a voice. But I've never had any sort of musical affinity. I've always been more into art, which makes sense with what I do now, but music has never been my strong suit. Okay, now let's go into the blue. I'm gonna try my best to go in lightly, but I think what I'll do is I'll layer the white over top just to tone it down. I'm going to the dentist after, and I don't wanna have like a huge dramatic blue smoky eye, although it would not be the first time that I show up like that, to be honest. Going into this one here. I didn't pack the brush with as much product as I would normally. This color here, it's really pretty. I mean, I'm a sucker for blue eyeshadow. I like it because it has some lightness to it. It has a hit of some purple maybe, like if you compare it side by side to some other blues that I have, which I have done in my previous video with this palette here. It isn't a super dark navy. You can build it up and pack it on to be quite intense, but it has a level of brightness to it, which is nice. So maybe this is the summer that you at home test out blue eyeshadow, because this palette here has beautiful, it's like 4 neutral earthy tones and then 1 blue. It isn't just blues. The denim palette, that's just blues. And speaking of Dior eyeshadows, I heard that they are reformulating these again, like these 5 shadow palettes here. They're getting reformulated. They literally just did this? Wasn't it in like 2020 or 2019? I think it was 2020. They did a reformulation, and I still call this the new form, like reformulation. So they're getting reformulated all over again. I don't know what's changing exactly. I don't have like a side-by-side ingredient list comparison, but that's happening. I think it's already landed in Europe, so I'm guessing it's coming here to North America at some point, but I don't know. I just saw it online. Yeah, I was really surprised because they just did this. Shocking. I certainly will not repurchase every palette that I have because I have several palettes from Dior. I won't go out and replace everything that I have. That's wild and insane. But I will continue to purchase their eyeshadows. I mean, you know, knock on wood that it's good quality. I should hope so. But yeah, I will just, you know, continue to purchase their eyeshadows at my leisure. I'm going to just blend this out a tiny bit. And I did the same thing with the old new reformulation a couple of years ago. I think I purchased a couple right away because it was just really pretty and they had beautiful new colors. I think I bought like 2 or 3 right away, and then I waited because I think they came out with like a dozen or something, but I didn't buy a dozen right away. I wish companies would tell us why they're reformulating. I guess they don't have an obligation to do so, but it's just a bit confusing. But maybe people in France know why. Like maybe at the counters here they'll give us more explanation once it lands. But yeah, new formulas. I just hope that it's great quality because the old new formula eyeshadow quality is wonderful, just very beautiful, just really good quality eyeshadow. So I just hope that stays the same. I'm going to go into this one here because that's literally I mean, there's worse things, but it is the worst makeup thing when you have a product that you love and then they change the formula and it's just like poop. It's terrible. It's not usable anymore. It's the worst. I'm going into this brush here. This is the Angie Hot&Flashy kit from BK Beauty. This is the A505, and this is meant specifically for shimmer shadows, satin shadows, basically any sort of like a little bit sparkly type of shadow, and if you want it to be really saturated. So I'm going to go into the white pearlescent color and just sort of pack it on the lid. It's great for that type of application. So if you have products like that you just want to make sure that they pop, see, it's either like this type of brush, like this one here specifically, or your finger if you want to just sort of press it. But the bristles here are great for that sort of application. So the pearlescent shade is very pretty. It has like a sort of pinky reflection to it. Very nice. I might go over with the blue a little bit again, just to make sure. I mean, I don't want to go too overboard, but I want to have a little bit of blue. I'm adding just a scotch more of the blue here. I swear the pearlescence has a goldy, pinky shift to it. So if you at home are still apprehensive about blue, I would say do this look that I'm doing today because it is blue, but it is definitely milder than some of the blue looks I've done in the past. I think that this is officially spring to summer season, like real, like officially. I don't think it's gonna get back cold, fingers crossed, but I think it might rain some more. However, this weekend was gorgeous, like blue skies, white clouds, all the terraces, like it's like patio season, like all the restaurants, all the cafes, all the bakeries set out their patios out on the street. Oh, it's just so gorgeous and I'm just here for it. I love Montreal in the summer. Festival season, we just have like nonstop outdoor festivals until September basically. I'm just here for that. Just here to enjoy the parks and the beautiful weather. Oof, yes. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. I don't really see that much fallout, but because this is blue eyeshadow, when we wear concealer, we are concealing any blueness or darkness under the eyes. So just do yourself a favor and just take a little bit of, this is the Chantecaille Stress Repair Concentrate. Any cream, mask, eye serum type of product. See, it's kind of gross. You wouldn't look, it doesn't even look like there's blue eyeshadow fallout, but there probably is. And so just do yourself a favor and remove any extra dark under eye that may be lingering. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara. This is the YSL mascara. What's it called? The YSL Lash Clash. This is a huge wand. It's a big fat wand here. It's great. It's actually, I've been using it for a few weeks now. I think I picked it up during the Sephora sale, and it's just very voluminous, very dramatic. It's a good mascara. I think they have a couple of shades, but black is always great. Ugh, I got some mascara on my eyeshadow. It's okay, I can fix it. So if you get some mascara on your eyeshadow, first of all, don't worry about it. I'm a makeup professional and it still happens to me on occasion. I'm taking a spoolie. This is a brow pencil here, and you have to wait for it to dry. You have to wait a few minutes, wait for it to dry completely. I know you may get the urge to fix it when it's wet. Don't do that. It's going to be a horrible disaster if you do that. So just wait for it to be dry. It doesn't take very long, a minute maybe, and just very gently. Like, I'm not really pressing, I'm just very lightly going like this, like holding it at the tip here with a couple fingers like this, and it just scrapes off the mascara, because the mascara is just sort of like layered at like a dry layer on top of your eyeshadow. So just very lightly, like I'm barely holding this, just go like this and it scrapes it off of your eyeshadow. I'm going to use one of the little sponge tip applicators, the more pointed pencil side here, and I'm just going to trace this on the bottom lashes. This is going to act as my blue mascara, just like this. Did I say blue mascara? I meant blue eyeliner. I swear, like, I'm a smart lady, but sometimes I say the ditziest things and I don't even catch myself, and I'm like, what? Blue mascara, that's what this is. No, I meant blue eyeliner, but I'm sure you know what I meant. So anyway, it's just one of those things. Sometimes I say this and then I don't catch myself at all, and then I'm editing and I'm like, but unfortunately I can't go back in time. So anyway, this time I caught myself. Okay, let's do a little bit of concealer because I'm having a little bit of red splotchiness. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. This is the Dior Capteur Total, what's it called? Super Potent Serum Foundation in the shade 3N. It's a serum foundation, so it's very runny. It's very liquidy. It's part skincare, part makeup. I'm going to use less than a full pump just to get some coverage here. Then for the concealer, I'm going into my Givenchy Prisme Libre Concealer. The shade is C305. I find the names for the shades is a bit confusing, but it's just like their category. Like C, I think, is cool, and then 305 is just like the shade range goes by like the hundreds. So there is a rhyme or reason. It doesn't flow naturally like a 3N or something. It's C305. It's like character from Star Wars, one of the star things. Normally I like to let my concealer set on the skin for like a minute or two, but this concealer dries down quicker than other concealers, so I just go ahead and blend it right away. It offers a nice coverage, and it doesn't crease or move. Like once you blend it out, it's just there for the whole day, which is the standard we should all have for concealers. I can't believe there are still concealers out there that move. That's not what we want. I swear applying a very light hand of this blue eyeshadow almost makes it gray a bit. You know, I like to show you how versatile some of these products are, and this is so different than some of the other looks I've created with this, so I'm happy that this is an option. Let's add a bit of highlighter. I kind of feel like going in for a full face. Why not? This is the new Guerlain Terracotta Luminizer. This is the shade 00 Cool Ivory. Beautiful. It has like the gorgeous tortoise shell case, and it looks like a star burst. Like it just looks like rays of sun. Absolutely gorgeous. Going into this here, it is very natural, so you can go in very naturally or you can build it up after. So I like that it's versatile like this. And sometimes I wear it without foundation, just like concealer, like a very light makeup day, just concealer and this highlighter here. It's very nice. So because we are transitioning from spring into summer, I do want to remind you guys that I have my online beauty consulting service. It's a one-on-one video chat with me where you get to pick my brain, you get my undivided attention. So let's say you already have a makeup kit because you may already have a lot of makeup. You can just ask my expert advice on maybe how to switch things up, mix things together, because you may already have more than enough makeup and maybe you just want a fresh set of eyes for the new season. So if you want to book a session, there's a link down below to go ahead and do that. Let's go into a bit of bronzer. I have my new Hermes bronzer in Atlas. This is number 2 Atlas, gorgeous bronzer. You can do bronzer or highlighter first. I often do bronzer first and then highlighter, but I like how natural and glass-like skin this highlighter is, so I'm doing it underneath and then just a bit of bronzer. So I have one of the new Armani blushes here. This is called the Luminous Silk Glow Blush, and I have the shade number 10 Intimate. So this is what it looks like, gorgeous. I haven't even dug into it yet. Let me just do a swatch here, and then I'll do an application. This is very much in the Your Cheek But Better category of blush, which is what I wanted. So they have several new shades, and I find it confusing because sometimes, like I bought this during the Sephora sale and I looked recently and the number 10 wasn't there anymore. So I'll see what I can do, but I think I've just seen online that for some reason sometimes some of the shades are available and some are not. I think it's like a regional thing. I don't know exactly. On the back of my hand, it looked really, really light and fair, but it just looks really lovely. It is that Your Cheek But Better. It's called Intimate, so it's like an intimate blush, you know, just looks like Your Cheek But Better. I thought, because I ordered online and sometimes the promo photos are wild, I thought it might be a little bit closer to a bronzer, but it's not. It's not quite peachy, it's just Your Flush But Better, so I love that. I like this type of shade because it's very easy to use. You can sort of just throw it on with any makeup look, and because I wasn't sure how intense my eyes would be with the blue, I wanted something really light on the cheeks, because sometimes when you just have like really dramatic eyes, really dramatic cheeks, it's like a bit much. I mean, listen, we all love makeup and you can wear as much as you want, but sometimes you're like, listen, I am going to the dentist after this. I will go ahead and apply this Guerlain lipstick. This is the gorgeous case from their summer release, the Summer Jean. I love the case. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's quilted, it's denim, it's so pretty. And the lipstick color itself, this is 360. I think it's like a milky beige, what it's called. This shade is not new, but it's new to me, and the case is new. And I think a nice nudie neutral lip is nice. I'll apply it now and then I'll take it off in a minute. All right, now in order to complete our look, we have to go into a little bit of fragrance. I have the Givenchy Irrésistible. This is the Eau de Parfum. This is a rose velvet version. It's creamy. You know, if you can imagine a creamy smelling perfume, there is rose in here, of course, but there's also some black currant. Like, it smells sweet, a little bit of vanilla, but more of like a fruity sweet, like it's not too heavy. It's a really nice addition. I have several of the Irrésistible perfumes. Like, if you'd like to see a comprehensive review and maybe ranking of the Givenchy fragrances, let me know in the comments, because that can be arranged. Yeah, it smells really nice. It's like fruity and rose, but it's not too heavy as a rose perfume. And I think that the packaging is really descriptive because it is a creamy perfume at the same time. It's like a milky, sweet rose fragrance. So anyway, this is today's look. Again, I'm a bit shocked. I'm impressed with myself that I was able to actually rein it in and create a blue eye look that wasn't like, too much blue. Gorgeous. And as you can see, this blue is very versatile, very light. I like the pearly, milky white. It really transforms it. And you can tell that the blue in the Eden-Roc has a little bit of that violet vibrance. It's not like a dark navy matte, so it's really light, really beautiful. I definitely encourage you to test the waters, dip your toes into blue eyeshadow this summer. Maybe it's the summer that you start to wear blue eyeshadow. Anyway, so I think I did everything full face. I didn't forget to apply mascara. I've done that before. I've literally left the house without mascara and been like, feel like something's missing. Yeah, mascara was missing. But anyway, this is the look here. Let me know down in the comments what you would like me to test out and review and play with next. And I think that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.